Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to my parlour, and today I want to do a reading for you. I have been doing What's the Answer on my shorts, but I thought I wanted to do this one today, especially because it's a question that I want to ask the universe, and I thought I'd share that with you. Not the question, but the result of the answer. So I thought I'd try that with you guys today and see what happens, and then offer you the same opportunity with 1, 2 or 3. So while I'm doing mine, think of your question and then we'll go into yours as well. But I'm going to be asking the book and my cards today for an answer to the question that I have in mind. So I'm going to start thinking about what I want to know. It says it's not worth a struggle. It's not worth a struggle. So what does that mean for the question that I asked? Is it saying yes or no? It's not worth the struggle. It's not worth the struggle. So it's actually telling me that it's not, that it's a no, that it's not what I'm thinking about. The answer is no. It's not worth the struggle. It's just not worth worrying about. Well, the question that I asked, this doesn't really suit this answer doesn't actually suit the question, and it's not because I want a different answer. It's just the way it's worded. It's telling me that it's not worth worrying about, when in actual fact is very much worth worrying about. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say, shall we? So it just goes to show you that cards aren't always right, and sometimes they do or don't relate to you. So it's not worth a struggle. It's sort of saying to me that the question I've asked is not worth asking, and it doesn't matter about what the result is. But of course, the question that I have asked in my mind is very important to me, and one that is definitely worth a struggle. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say, shall we? That was the book. So you can't judge the book by its cover, and you can't judge everything by what you're told. So it always comes down to take what you need and leave the rest. So I'm going to ask the same question of the cards and see what comes up. The Queen of Clubs. So it's a yes. I don't see this as a personality, because the personality would not suit my question. But the advice would be that the Queen of Clubs goes with her gut instinct. She goes with what she knows to be true, because it's the Queen of Wands, and she's always moving forward with whatever information she has. And if it dictates moving forward, then she moves forward with it. If it dictates standing still and then replanning, she does that. So it would indicate that it's a yes, and that seems to be right what I'm asking. And she's saying to me to work for it, to actually move forward into trying to find out the answer, find out the outcome of my question. So I would say that's more accurate than the book for this kind of question anyway. So let's clarify those. Clarify this one and see what else comes up with the tarot, and see if it adds to or detracts from the playing card. As you know, I always use my playing cards as a representation of the tarot, because that's just the way that I roll. So I'm asking the same question of the tarot cards. clarify that question. I don't know the answer to that question. Perhaps the universe doesn't know the answer to that question. So this is like moving forward with it, but with an open, well, not so much an open mind, but sort of not quite knowing the outcome. Temperance. We will have a good outcome. So that's good. Have a good outcome, which is what I'm hoping for. But the questions has answered this. The cards have answered my question more so than the book. The book says don't struggle with it, don't even worry about it. But the cards have saying to me move ahead with it. So I'm going to actually move ahead with it. But the answer, I don't know what the answer is going to be. But go in with an open mind, perhaps, weighing up the pros and the cons, weighing up what my reaction to the answer will be, how it's going to resolve itself, allowing myself to be very balanced and centered, with the temperance comes through here, but it's going to be a good outcome. So the answer is to move forward with my question, to move forward with that resolution of my question, to ask, to have it answered quite. The cards are telling me yes, to go forward with that. But take a balanced viewpoint too, perhaps, weighing up the pros and the cons of that. Is it worthwhile? To me it is, yes. Definitely worthwhile asking. It's definitely worthwhile following through with. So I'm going to follow through with it, taking my own gut instinct into this one. So I'm going to follow through with it. Maintain a balanced approach to this one. So whatever answer comes through here, weigh up the pros and the cons perhaps, and to work out how it's going to affect me in the future. Or just to say, hey, look, okay, I've got my answer. This is my second opinion. And if I get two opinions of the same, then it's more likely the answer is as it should be. And the outcome should be quite okay overall. So let's see what happens tomorrow, shall we? Because I'm going to have my answer, my question answered tomorrow. So let's find out what happens. So it's interesting, isn't it? So always take the questions, always take whatever you get at face value. That's what's really important. Here's what the message is coming through for me in whatever form that you ask questions of, whether it's through me or somebody else. Question it. Don't ever take anything at face value sometimes, especially in the esoteric area of your life. So guys, are you ready for yours, and see what happens to you and see which one's more accurate, the book or the cards? So let's have a look and see. Ask your question and I will prepare the cards for you as you are asking. Okay, so as you are questioning, I will do the cards for you. So number one, let's have a look at yours, shall we? You've chosen this set of cards and the deck. Stay up there. You've chosen number one. So let's have a look and see what happens for you. Your deck. Your deck. Okay. Have you formed your question? Let's see what the book says, shall we? The Book of Answers. For number one, please. What is the answer the book has to number one's question? The answer is, others will depend on your choices. Others will depend on your choices. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say, shall we? First of all, the playing cards. Others will depend on your choices. Does that fit with you and your question at the moment? You ready? The King of Spades. Is it a person or the influence of the energy around the King of Spades? The King of Spades indicates the King of Swords. He's a thinker. He's a strategist. He's a boss. He's very influential in some sort of area of your life at the moment. So he holds a key to this question of yours. So it's asking you to think intellectually with this one. Think practically. Write down all the pros and the cons. Have a plan of action. Dot all the I's and dot all the T's, crosses all the T's and that sort of thing. Have a general idea of what you want to do in mind. Follow the plan as much as possible. Let's clarify. Clarifying for number 1, please. So who's the truest? The book or cards? The clarifying cards for number 1 are the Knight of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands. A lot of action cards going on through here, but also an emotional card as well in between the two of them. So the King of Swords is asking you to plan and to strategize. Think with your mind, not with your heart. The Knight of Wands is asking you to move forward. Move forward with those plans. Move forward with that idea. Move forward into the next phase of this question of yours so you can produce an answer. The Four of Cups is just saying, hang on a minute, sort of sit with this emotion a bit. So you're thinking about it and you've planned. So the Four of Cups is indicating that perhaps, is it what you want? Is there another way around it? Your heart and your thoughts and your emotions are saying, hang on a little bit. Think about what it is that it's going to mean to you emotionally. Do you really need this in your life? You've had it before, perhaps. Do you need more of it, or haven't you got enough of it yet? It's sort of asking you what your position is here in this particular question. Moving forward with it, which the King of Swords wants you to move forward with it, the thinking and the planning. The Knight of Wands wants you to move forward with it. The Page of Wands is also urging you to move forward with it, with new information perhaps, or more of an input of your emotional reaction to this. So, does that answer your question? So which one answers your question, the book or the cards? It's really quite interesting, and I hope you find the answer that you seek, and I hope the one or the other have given you that answer. So thank you, number 1. I hope that was interesting. Let me know if and when you wish to, how that worked out for you, because I'd be really interested. Thank you. Number 2, let's have a look at your answer. So have you worked out the question? Have you worked out what you wanted to know? I'm going to work out either the book or the cards and see if we can answer the question and which one's more clarifying for you. So we have the Book of Answers. Let's try that first. Think about your question as I flip through the pages and see if we can answer your question and how accurate it is. This is a good time to make a new plan. This is the time to make a new plan. Let's have a look and see what the cards have to say. Is it time for you to make a new plan? or will the cards give you more or less clarification or totally confuse you? It has been known to happen. Let's have a look. So, number 2, please. Would you provide an answer? General guidance for number 2's question, please. Number 2. A response, please. Ready? The Queen of Diamonds. Everyone seems to be getting a suit card here today, and the Queen of Diamonds is the Queen of Pentacles. She's the homebody, she's the mother, she's the carer, the more practical side of our nature. So this might be asking you to take a more practical approach to this one. How will it affect you on a practical level? How will it affect your home, the way that you live your life? This is what the answer's coming through with. It is a yes, but the price will be how will it affect your life in general? How will it affect the practical sides of your life? Work, play, home, that sort of thing comes in here. Time, money, energy. Is it going to be worth that in those areas of your life? Let's clarify that one for you. Let's clarify for number 2, please. Clarify for number 2, please. The Nine of Swords. Overthinking, perhaps, to the point of thinking, oh God, I just don't know what to do. Stop bothering me. Just go away and let me be in peace. This is sort of the energy that comes through here with this one. And it's not just asking people to leave you alone. It's like your own thoughts escalating to the point where you just want them to go. You've overthought this one, perhaps, and you continue to overthink it. Perhaps the solution is simpler than you would give credit for. So again, how's it affecting you on a practical level, this question? The Knight of Pentacles. Again, another practical suit. But he moves along and things just follow him. So he moves along with confidence, though everything that he needs will be following along with him. Or her. So maybe it's just a time just to try and see what happens. It's a time just to trust that the universe will provide all the necessary things that you need, or you already have them and you can take them with you. But this is more likely gathering it along the way, and as you move, the more you gather, the more that you accomplish things, the more things that you find, more ideas that come to you. But you need to make that first move. You need to move forward in a steady pace and see what happens. Not a fast pace. The Knight of Pentacles is not a fast person, but he just takes his time. But it's time not wasted, and he's not slow. He doesn't drag his feet. He's moving forward with purpose, but he's finding his way, and things just fall behind him and just follow him. But I don't know if you're quite ready yet. Maybe you are. It's another Pentacles coming through here. Maybe you're not trusting the process and you're back to thinking and overthinking. Where do you find what it is that you need? Can you trust that it's going to follow you? Maybe you don't. But the key is here to ask you look around, see what's available, see what is possible, see what you can take with you, see what you need to leave behind. But the key is there, and you're certainly not alone. And worrying about it's not going to help, so trust the process. If you've made the plan and it's not working out, then change it. Definitely change it. But I think it's more now of you trusting the process, and don't get caught back into that, oh, woe is me kind of thing, or I just haven't got the energy, I haven't got the resources here. But I sometimes think we need to start first and then the resources will follow. Does that make sense for you today? Number 2? I hope so. So which was more accurate? The cards or the book? Let me know if you want to. I'd be really interested to find out. So thank you. To find the time. It's okay. Number 3. I was just trying to find a time for you. So because I couldn't see, it was too bright for the number, for the timestamp. So number 3, we are here. Oh, it's jumping all over the place today. Doesn't want to sit still. So there seems to be a bit of energy flopping around here. Is it on your side, or is it excess energy that you need to collect? Oh, it's going to be interesting then, isn't it? So number 3. Oh, are you set on your question? Because sometimes too, when the energy is just sort of flying around there, it means you haven't kind of yet settled on exactly what it is you're asking. So let's have a look and see, shall we? We'll ask the book first, and then we'll get into your cards. So we're asking the book the answer for number 3, please. It's telling me to come to here. And it's saying better to wait. Better to wait. How accurate is that? Better to wait. Does that sit with you today? Let's see what the cards have to say, and then you can make up your own mind. Okay, for number 3, please. The answer to number 3's question. The energy. And the cards are jumping around all over the place. Is it better to wait, or are you too eager to move forward? Is this one so exciting for you? Something you're really, really excited about? You just can't wait for the answer. You've already made up your mind, perhaps, and this is just confirming it, or giving you a bit of a pause. Let's have a look. Number 3, please. I'm getting excited too, and I don't even know why. Getting excited for you. So number 3, what is your... Everyone's got a suit today, and yours is the Queen of Hearts. Everyone's got a suit today, so you're not out of place here. So this is very personal. It's what telling me all of these questions are very personal to each person that's asked, and you want more of a practical question answered. So the Queen of Hearts is saying yes, and it's a natural occurring yes. It would have been yes, whatever question you've asked. If it's the answer you want is yes, then it's going to be yes. If it's not, perhaps then it is, like the book says, time to wait for a bit. So let's have a look and see what the Queen of Hearts is. The Queen of Cups. She's usually fairly consistent with her emotions, but she does have a tendency to take care of other people's needs above her own. So she sometimes doesn't take time out for herself because she's always so busy caring for others. So maybe this is indicating too some time out for yourself to acknowledge your response to this on an emotional level. How does it fit with you emotionally? How does the outcome fit with you emotionally? That's what the card is asking you. Okay, let's clarify that for number 3, please. Oops. This is a wandering star tarot, and it's all over the place. There's a lot more movement going on through here than I can hold in. So movement forward, definitely. You're certainly not stuck, but are you going forward too quickly? Let's have a look. Let's clarify the Queen of Hearts, please, for number 3. The 7 of Cups comes through as decisions, 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 choices, choices, choices. What do you want? Where do you want to put yourself at this particular time? Where is the best way for you to make those decisions, to take those choices? We have choice, instinct, passion, extremes, and it works in with the Queen of Hearts. These choices could be an emotional choice, it could be a practical choice, it could be instinctual, but only you will know which choice is right for you. Is it the right time to make them? Again, it's up to you, because you've got the Ace of Swords, and that means change, success. It brings about new possibilities, it brings about new ideas, and it doesn't limit you to anything other than what it is that you want and how you're going to go about making those decisions, making those choices, and taking those that decision that you want to make further ahead. So the Ace of Swords comes through with, yes, you will make those decisions and the opportunities are there. But you have the 7 of Swords. This is telling me, make your choices wisely. Go further afield and learn the facts. Find out exactly what it is that you want. Go ahead and don't look back. Go ahead with honesty and openness. Take your chances. Move forward, but don't look back. But always be one step ahead of yourself, knowing the facts, bring them with you, look for them if you can't find them, and then move ahead with honesty and openness, because this is really important with the 7 of Swords, and sometimes it comes through with a second opinion. If you need one, get a second opinion. It's coming through here. So does that answer your question, number 3? I hope so. I hope so. So let me know which one was more accurate. I'll really be interested to find out. So thank you everyone for joining me today and your comparison reading. Yes or no with the book or the cards. Which was more accurate for you? Let me know if you want to in the comment section. Otherwise we'll just take it from there and see what happens. So thank you very much, and until next time guys. Oops, sorry. So many blessings.